What's going on, guys? JFC here. It's Wednesday today. We had a little change in content today. We had store packs at 6 p.m. UK, and then we had SBCs come out at 7 p.m. UK, which we'll talk about if that's something that is here to stay or if this was just kind of like a one-day thing. I also, in this video, I'm going to have this, whatever it's called, scroll all the way over here, campaign player pick. To open in this video, you get one of two Path to Glories, Road to the World Cup, FIFA stories, World Cup phenoms, or Team in the Tournament campaign players, for I think it's 83 and 84 rated squad. Yep. So we'll be doing this at the end of this video if you guys want to stick around for that. We also got a couple leaks of more new winter wildcard cards coming into the game, so we'll take a look at that as well. It is interesting how we are starting to get like actually pretty decent content now. I know today wasn't amazing for content, but at least we did get something, you know, new. You know, that's like asking for a lot during this whole World Cup promo. Hopefully EA can kind of like stay on the hot streak of content a little bit, because the store pack today actually wasn't too bad either. It wasn't the best value ever, but I think it was 75,000 coins. And what could you get out of this? It was one guaranteed Path to Glory, Road to the World Cup, or World Cup Stories player, plus 14 rare gold players. Like, it's not the best pack ever, but I feel like 75k, you know, there are a lot of big boys that you can get in there. So it's like, you can take that risk. I mean, if you want to be 100% safe, do not open this pack. I'm not going to in this video because it's not worth it. But it's not the worst price at SBC ever for, like, you know, the average gambler out there. And FIFA point value for it being like $15. Honestly, for you to guarantee at least one of those cards, like, I know it's still a ripoff, but like for EA's standards, for FIFA points standards, it's not the end of the world. So the content's been pretty good, and the theory still stands that, you know, they didn't want to drop good content for the World Cup to kind of have the market stabilize for a while. But we're seeing good content, so you know what the market's doing right now. It's continuing to go down. We'll look at that in a sec. But we did get the next World Cup, or not World Cup swap token, Windsor Wildcard swap token in the first owner Fiesta objective. You just have to win one game, so that's pretty good from EA. Also, winning one game to get that objective is pretty good. We got Nicola Pepe is added to come, left wing Pepe. Hopefully this card is pretty decent, 4/4, something like that. It's an all right card. I think for, you know, Liga and attackers, there's not actually that many Liga and attackers outside of Neymar and Messi and Mbappe, of course. So Pepe should be an all right card. We'll have to see what he looks like in game. And then this is a big one. Rafael Varane is added to come. This card's probably going to give us all nightmares, and it's going to be expensive. So add him onto the Benzema card that we got earlier. A lot of French boys coming in this next Winter Wildcard promo. This Warden Pope SBC, my guess is going to come sometime soon. Talked about that yesterday a little bit. That's all for the leaks right there. But so let's talk about this. So Donk tweeted this out today saying, got a feeling 6 p.m. store packs, then 7 p.m. SBCs might be a future thing that they do permanently. And I actually kind of agree with this. And the reason being is that why wouldn't they want their customers to have to hop on twice every single day? You know what I mean? You know, the more that they have to load up the game and see what type of stuff is released, the more that people are likely to spend FIFA points. So I think it does make sense that we probably are going to see 7 p.m. SBCs a lot more in the future. And I wouldn't be surprised if we start to see 7 p.m. SBCs and other things released earlier in the day and later in the day. I wouldn't be surprised if it becomes more of a thing where, like, we have 3 different content drops a day almost eventually. I'm not saying it's going to happen like tomorrow, but I think that we probably are going to eventually reach a point where that is like the norm. Honestly, I do kind of expect that, because it just kind of makes sense from their end, and it kind of has the illusion almost of more content getting released if they release it like 3 times a day. You know, if they release 3 SBCs at once, whereas if you spread them out throughout the day, it might give off the illusion that there's actually more content. You know what I'm saying there? But anyway, I think this is probably going to be something that we want to get used to, because I think this is going to be a thing of the future. Probably not every single day, but definitely often, if I had to guess. So looking at the market right now, it's the same old thing, right? It's continuing to drop. Mbappe under 900,000 coins. Neymar's 91k. Ron 635. He was 620 earlier today. Foden is going down. So looking at a lot of these higher end meta cards, they're going down in price right now. Park Ji-sung hero was 180 for a long time to 200k. He's 145k. Captain Villa is down like 50, 60k, and that card almost never drops in price. JJ Okocha's down 100k. Joel Cole's down like 60k. Everyone's going down. And the reason being, we're getting good content. That's really the, oh my goodness, Yaya Touri's 579. This card was 650 like 2 days ago, not even 2 days ago. Stuff's going down because we're getting good content. When we get good content, stuff goes down. I think we're going to start to see a lot of good content on the way for the course of the next few weeks, honestly. And I know that if you're familiar with the channel, you've heard me say this a lot, but for people who are new and maybe haven't watched a lot of my recent videos, we've been talking for a long time about wanting to sell cards. And I still think that even with the market being down and it's continuing to kind of trickle down, the longer you wait, if you waited for a couple days to sell cards, you could have sold 2 days ago for like a lot more. And they were still down at that time, but you got out a lot earlier. And I think right now you still kind of want to get out. I honestly still think you do, even if the market's down quite a bit. Like, I just wouldn't want to hold on to a lot of expensive cards. I think they're still going to trickle down as time goes on. We haven't seen a market dip like this in like a month. That's a long time in the FIFA market without seeing a crash, and we're seeing it right now in a lot of different areas. My guess is it's just going to continue for a little while still. We'll probably see it settle during the Winter Wildcard promo at some time, and then kind of trickle down again as we get closer to Team of the Year. If you guys don't want to deal with the hassle of trading, you can go to utnice.com. They are a cheap, fast, and reliable site to buy or sell FIFA coins. For PS5, Xbox, or PC, you can use my code JFC at checkout for a discount. Just make sure you follow the couple of instructions that they have and you'll be good to go. So if you want to get out, you still sure can. Wait for like a fluctuation time. Aloe Ron will fluctuate back to like 645 at some point in the next like couple hours. Try and hop on that, but I think this card will just kind of trickle down as time goes on. So I still want to get out, and I wouldn't look to buy for a little while. Same goes with SBC Fodder. Fodder actually went up from yesterday in certain areas. Like 84s are up to almost 4,000. But other than that, there's not really anything up too much. I think this weekend for Fodder is going to be amazing. A reason being is because I am expecting us to get more than one gamble SBC. The reason the 84s are up so much right now is because we've got multiple gamble SBCs, a couple good, we got a Di Maria SBC that was good, and we've been waiting for a lot of content on the way. We're gonna see it this week, I think, or this next week for the Winter Wildcard promo. I think that the second Fodder drops this weekend. We are gonna be looking like we're gonna want to buy a lot of it. I think this is probably gonna be one of the best weekends for it. 87s and 88s are already like getting down, so if 88s can go down to like, they're 26k right now ish. If we get towards the weekend and they're going down to like 20, lower than 25, like that's going to be a huge buy. We'll talk about that as the day goes on, of course, or as the days go on, sorry, because we'll be uploading every single day. Subscribe if you're new around here, cheeky plug. All right, let's look at our consumables quick, because I want to look at position modifiers. Are they still 1400 or 13 expiring? Nice. 1200? Nice. Yeah. So right now people are not really buying teams, right? So this is going to happen with when there's times people are not buying a ton of teams. Plus we got supply yesterday from these cards, so they're probably going to drop in price. We're seeing that right now. But the thing is, that's lovely about these cards is you can buy them at almost, like, if you buy them at 1400, you can list up for lazies at 1700 and still get sales. Like, it doesn't matter if you buy them too expensive, because for one, they're going to rise eventually, and for two, you could always lazy sale and make profit. So that's why right now I have how many on my trade pile listing right now? I have 56. I've got like 60 at all times being listed. It's just constant profit for the account. If you guys want to do that, it's 100% worth it. So obviously there has been some speculation about League SBCs coming to FIFA 23. So daily reminder really that Premier League Silvers right now, what are they going for? Like 600 coins. It would be very EA for them to like drop an SBC, a League SBC that no one's expecting anymore because it's so late in the year. Premier League cards at 550, that's pretty crazy. Let's look at like League Unsilvers. I mean, like, they're so cheap right now. They're 350, 300 coins. Like, I said this a lot in my videos. If you're new around here, just do a little club stock of like every single League Silvers. I still think it's worth it because the return on investment is so high on these cards. If nothing comes out, whatever, right? It doesn't really matter. You're not putting in 1 million coins into these or anything like that. Putting in 10, 20, 30k into these like silvers. The profit return could possibly be like 3x, right? Like a crazy return on profit here. It's way too much to like just pass on it because it's like it's free money if League SBCs drop. So have a look at the top leagues, like talking Premier League, Liga and Serie A, Bundesliga, La Liga, those leagues specifically, bronze and silvers. Just see, because once the first League SBC comes out, then people know it's in the game. You're never going to get a good deal on League SBC silvers again, basically, for any league, even if it's not out. So you're gonna miss the boat if they drop them and you haven't bought any. So you want to buy it before then, even though it's unknown, right? You don't really have a choice. You have to buy it before the first one comes out. If you guys want to hear me talk about swaps, if you missed yesterday's upload, you can go watch that. I talk about like pretty in depth about what I think the best swap choice is. So you can go watch that. But I think there's not much to talk about today other than what we already said, right? I think let's just get into this pack here. I'm pretty excited. I saw some good stuff in this, so I hopefully can get something. Not expecting too much after my Pele pack, but you know what? We're holding out hope. What the? Hey, not bad. Electrum Players Pack. Okay, here we go. Campaign Player Pick. Only one of two, so it's but there's a lot of decent cards in here, right? So let's just see what we can get. Here we go. Oh, that's not bad actually. I'll take Bukayo Saka. That is not bad at all. He's like, what is it, like 70k right now? It's not the most amazing card ever, but like, it's solid. High medium, 5'10", left foot, 4'4". That's not bad. It's not the best ever, but I'll take it. I think that's gonna be it for the video. If you guys did enjoy, leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, so you don't miss out on anything. Daily content on the channel, market stuff, gameplay stuff, the whole 9 yards. I'll see you next video very, very soon. Peace.